Yeah, I think you should probably do the first repeat.
How do I set the bow from bouncing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it like in the middle? Like it's happening?
Yeah.
Right there. Okay. It's because you're kind of stopping it. I'll tell you what I think we should do. Honestly, I think we should split that long slur now. I think you should split it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to let you finish it? Kind of let the arm keep moving through. Don't stop it. Let's see. Let's get relax the thumb. So you don't need it much. Is that a little better? That seems okay. Okay, good. Do you have a book for the judge?
I think we can find one.
So you don't have an original for that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a page turn. I mean, that would be good to not have a page turn.
I mean, I think I can memorize the last line.
Okay. Okay. I'll just have an extra one there. Okay. So it's going all right. At first, I was especially concerned that your bow hand wasn't really in balance, and that maybe you're a little too much leaning on your one, and something is kind of tight. So we want more fluidity on the 16th. Once your wrists and finger joints are fluid. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's much better. That's much better. And then there were a couple places where the intonation was really not that close. A lot of it's pretty good. Where was it? It's when you went into third position. Oh shoot, I should have stopped you right there. Let's go from here. fixed it. That was better now. The one before that, where you go into second position, let's do it slowly. That was here. Okay, so it sounds a little flat here. Your F is too low. So the 2 has to go straight across. Make sure it's centered. So your elbow moves from further to the right and then left to keep your fingertips centered. That looks better. And more to the right. Right. And then for some reason the 4 is too high. Good. And then right through here, the voicing was good. A lot of things were good. When you get to the little bouncy, skippy thing, it sounds a little too hiccupy and dry. So a little more resonant. So probably lighter up bow and maybe vibrate it. That's better. It's too short. That's a little better. So just paying attention to how they ring. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, the last 2 are still. Yeah, that's better. So yeah. Good. And then overall, you can be a little more generous in the bow with 16th notes, like here. Yeah. Okay. And then I believe that E flat has to have some weight, or it kind of sounds like a mistake because it's a surprise. Yeah. And then keep going. Yeah, right. Let's build. And then these sound a little too dry, the up bows. Let's see. Try to brush more with the bow instead of lifting it so much. Yeah, that's a little better. Right? Good. Okay, and then I just remembered. Back here, don't you feel like you can build up more? And don't disappear immediately. You're going down to the A. Yeah, keep it strong. That's a lot better. Okay, so the flexibility that you showed when we went back and thought about it, that you're not too high on your first finger, all the joints relaxed, balanced. A little broader stroke on the 16th. Let's just practice here to here one more time, if that's all right. Okay, it's a lot better. Let's see, the intonation, let's see, when you shift to third, make sure you're not halfway there and leaning forward. Your one angle needs to be consistent. Yeah, that's a little better. Right. Good. And then this is a smaller point, but still some sound there. Yeah, I don't think it's more. Right. Right. Yeah, slow bow. Yeah, that's better. Okay, questions or anything else you want to try again?
How much vibrato should you?
A little bit is good. I mean, keep it small. Certainly on the, like, you vibrated here. I think that's fine. You don't want it to be too noticeable, like, throughout. But a little bit is fine. A lot of the voicing things are good. What's the overall affect, the overall emotion or sense of this movement, do you think?
Maybe sadness?
Yeah, I think serious, some weight or heaviness is part of it. It is still a dance, but for a dance, it's kind of serious and heavy and possibly sad. Yeah, I think so. So go with that. Could be a little bit broader and more generous, and not too, not too bouncy and short, even on those places that are lifted. That last thought, maybe you can experiment with this week. Feeling like your elbow is kind of helping you lift. When you do the up bow. Right, because you got to get the same amount of bow on the up bow. So trying to get your arm ready. Right. That seems a little better. Because we don't want it so dry. Right. Yeah. Just a little lift. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. I think that's better. Okay. Good. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Malagueña or Mozart?
Maybe Mozart.
And we did kind of the end last time, right? So we should maybe just start at the beginning and try to run through. might have to, if I'm not going to stop you, I might have to write things. I don't want to stop you, so I might jump up and mark some things so I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Try to let you keep going, okay? So this is memorized? Or?
Yeah, from this point.
Okay, got it, okay. cadenza memorized? Or no, there's a little more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the cadenza. Okay. Okay, instead of that, you're going to play the cadenza if you get that far. I mean, it's likely the judge will stop you, but it's possible they'll ask you to jump to the cadenza. So if you perform the cadenza, you don't play these. You never play these notes actually.
So I just, as I finish this chord, I just go here.
Well, the pianist will bring you to the cadenza. I think something like. Is that chord? Find your D. Yeah. Okay. You want to be in first position right there. Yeah. That's it. A little higher. Let's see. So you were there. Two, four, three. 2, 4, 3. That's it. That's it. Okay, so the cadenza isn't as comfortable and polished as you'd like, but it's better than it was just a week ago. and it's it's a little under tempo, but it's passable. Overall, in that, I would say paying attention to where your bow hits the string, you're getting to the outer half, like near the fingerboard, too much, especially in the upper register. So you can do that on the lower strings, but when you get all this stuff, let's just try the end. See where your bow really responds. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Even just getting in the middle and not at the fingerboard makes a big difference. So that throughout that, your sound can be more brilliant, and that's without any more effort. Actually, maybe less effort from your bow. I do feel like you get slid down on the first finger, and overall your hand is sloping like this a little too much. And I think the balance to try to be a little bit shallower and higher with first finger and deeper with ring finger. One way to practice this would be to take off the middle finger, maybe even take off 2 and 4. And just try to do some regular bowing with 1 and 3, and of course your thumb. Right, because it kind of helps you feel what your 3 helps balance the bow and push and pull it. So the down bow it pulls, and up bow it pushes. Right. Yeah. So that already looks a little better to me. But I mean, it's a matter of like keeping it, practicing enough that you can keep it, and then maybe recognizing when you've gotten kind of into this position, can you fix it? Can you push back and use your last 2 fingers to kind of pull everything back this way? Because you want less of an angle. You want less of this. What I think the consequence is there's so much pressure on the front of your hand that you're afraid to really dig in because it cracks all the time. Is that true? It seems like you get a lot of cracking tone and it kind of this all the time. So by balancing your hand better, it takes some of the force away, but then when you need it, you can sink in. Yeah. And it should be more full. Yeah. So let's go back to the beginning of the concerto and try that, because I wrote right away more bold and yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a whole lot better. And inner half, yeah. Feel the ring finger, because that's partly the key to keeping the whole thing from right. More bow. Okay, that's easily 50% better than when you first did it today. So good. Let's just go through and hit a couple of the things that I marked, if that's okay. I wrote it here, bold, show off. So that was better. You played out better with a better sound. Use bow. Yeah. Okay, imagine the chocolate or the candy shop. Do you ever go in the candy store? Oh, have you seen them?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't really like them that much, or you just...
I just haven't been at one.
Okay, well, like, let's say it's chocolate covered. It's gooey. And then now you got popcorn. Or maybe pretzels. So a little contrast, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. That's really good. Okay. So bringing out the textures and just don't be too small. Here I wrote ring, and that has more to do with this, that you're balanced. I think you need to release pressure. Try floating the bow a little further. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Now let's do. Just try to use more bow on the dots. Yeah. That's already a little better. So maybe I should draw a line. Yeah, that helps. Good. This was pretty good through here. I thought even though you didn't really bounce the bow off the string, it sounded pretty good. But then open up. Yeah. Yeah. But don't slow down at the top. Bum, bum, bum. That's it. Better. Okay, much better. Oh, a little more separation. Dia, dia. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then I wrote brilliant. So it's inner half of the string, more speed. You can release pressure more between the slurs. Yeah, that's a little better. Good. So the 4 comes back. No. 3, 4, 4. Right. And it's up, down, up. I think you're backwards. That's it. That's it. I mean, twice that fast, but that's the right idea. The da-da-da-da-da is twice as fast, but that was correct. Okay.
Wait, which part?
Ba-ba-bia-ba-ba. Yeah, you just want to practice that a couple dozen times this week. Okay, because that's a tough one. But good, you got the right idea. I think you just got backwards here. Let's see if that's bumpy. Good. And then rather than, I think it could be much more bow. Yeah. Good. A lot of this was good through here. I just wrote forte to reinforce your sound. Okay, then you can lighten up on the repeated. That's it. Good. That's a nice contrast. Good. And then a little bit longer quarter notes here if you can. That's it. Right. So you can still sing. And that's kind of the general thing, even maybe in your Bach and your Mozart. When you have short notes, you don't want them to be too dry. You don't want, you want something rings. Move the bow a little bit before you make the space. So it's always ringing. Okay. Just was a half step here. Yeah, the rest seemed fine. And then this just got snagged up. Yeah. It was better. Are you not going to do second position at the end? Yeah. And you don't have time to stop your bow, so. Good. That's it. Much better? Okay, good. So the body of the movement's coming better, the cadenza's coming better too. Oh, I don't think you played F natural in that. Mhm. Okay, it's pretty well done. Isn't it easier if you're close to the frog? Either one, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'd like to think other judges are like me and they'll watch the clock. You're supposed to be playing for 12 minutes. So if it was me judging, I would stop you by this point. So, I mean, that's a possibility, but we just don't know.
Skip the cadenza or just stop?
We just don't know. I mean, I've tried to get students ready for these before, and then the judge just goes overtime and they listen to everything. That's happened before. So you have to just go with whatever they ask, but don't be startled if they're like, oh, okay, thank you, you know, at some point, especially in the second half of the movement. Let's see, what was this? No, I can't. Oh, it's a circle. Just making sure the notes were right, probably. Yeah, and those are slurs. Yada, dum, dum. You overshot, yeah. Okay, the first one really isn't a shift. You just reach back. Good, now it's a shift. Okay. Right, so sometimes we talk about the turning of a doorknob action in bowing. Have we talked about it before? Okay, your thumb and your fingers it's kind of like if you turn that doorknob, that's the motion when you go towards the tip, and then when you go towards the frog, it's the opposite, slightly. You sometimes are already kind of turned. You're a little bit that way. That's what I'm concerned about. That's called pronation. You're over-pronated. So we're trying to keep you in a more neutral position. If you play it loudly at the tip, you'll end up more like this. That's okay. We just need to be able to recover. When you come back here, you don't want to be like this. And I think you have been. And it's like, oh, I can't play because my sound is bad. Because you're out of balance. So does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you could actually practice on a doorknob, not playing the violin, but you could feel like, oh, this is where my thumb is. Yeah. Okay. Are you worried about the cadenza? Are there things that you want to check?
Maybe this part.
Okay. So you haven't been doing it in, or you've been doing it in third. So it's 1 and 3. Or are you right here? Okay, he was right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Your 1 is flat. Well, now it's too high. Yeah. different. So maybe it's feeling the structural spots, like right here, the double stops. Good. And then the same thing in third. Yeah, that's better. Good. Don't squeeze. But that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Gently balance. Good. Yeah, and then the other things are more ornamental around that. You're filling in the notes around it, but that's the structure. Do you want to try it slowly and fill it in? Good. Good angle. The wrist is good. Maybe a little away from the fingerboard. Yeah. That's better. Got a little bit too far. Yeah. Okay, if it's the speed, then we should probably split that. Yeah. Maybe the same thing here. Well, that one was quicker. Okay, so you can see. Okay, this is a lot better. This sounds a lot better. You're still really at the fingerboard though. So maybe split the difference. Yeah. It's just getting a little longer. Well, try to sustain the upper two. Yeah. How does it feel? It seems better. Okay, and try to do that with minimum force. I mean, you need some force, but after you roll the chord, not as much. Good. Pretty good. And then this doesn't have to be super fast. I think you'll be okay. A little higher, yeah. Well, it's the equivalent of C and C sharp. Right. So let's do. That's better. F sharp is too high. That's better. You're close to the bridge. Yeah, try to stay closer to the bridge. Yeah, it's a big difference in brilliance. Okay, so you feel like you know what to work on?
Yeah.
A little bit of metronome practice. The second half of the movement probably needs more attention than the first half, and the cadenza. Okay, but it's coming. We better go to Malagueña. It's something like that. It's like then No, that's fine. That's fine. It actually says slower, so. No, you want 2E into 3, 2E into 3. Boom. 1E into 2, that's it. Your bow hold, yeah. Too loose. I wasn't going to stop you. Did the bowing not work out?
This is down. This is up.
Third position. That's it. Gentle finger pressure for the vibrato. Three, 1, 2, 3. a down bow, and then you have to get back in pits. That just looked awkward. Huh. I guess you have time. But... Why don't we split that? Why don't you take another bow so you're coming back towards the frog? Two, three, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then you're at least closer. Okay, good. A lot of things good in there. I think overall, you haven't rehearsed with piano yet, right? You're going to find out. He's got 1, 2, 3 most of the time. And you need a metronome check because you're cheating the longest notes sometimes, like right here. So let's just do that. This also, you give yourself a little time, but you can't. It's in tempo. So breathe here, and then, yeah. It's up bow, and then 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2. So it's after 2. 2, 1, 2.
There's only 1/8 note.
There's an 8th note and then it's tied to a 16th, so you don't move until after the second count. Okay. 2, 3, 1, 2, da 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 da, and then you can then you relax a little. Yeah. So a couple places that happens. You can be a little freer in the vibrato. I think it seems a little. So what helped the most when we were working on that? Was it softening your wrist? Was it finger pressure?
Wrist.
Just getting the wrist moving. Yeah, there you go. And actually you're moving at all, and that's fine. That's fine. Whatever helps you to move. Softening something usually helps. Okay, this is going okay. Try to stay dry with a... So it doesn't sound... I mean, not that, but... Keep those nice and dry. And then this was taking you by surprise. Right. That's it. Good. And then maybe last thing, you just need a little bit more consistency. Like the whole thing needs to be at the same level. Here, try to think of gestures in the grazioso. It's kind of a cry gesture. Ah. That's it. Good. And then as long as you can fit that, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Right. So just go through with the metronome. That's it. And you'll be fine. If you get off of your bowing, you can get back on. But this will help you if you're on the D string for all of those notes, I think. Right. That's it. And then let's just tune the octave. So it's a whole step, yeah. It's a little flat, but yeah. There you go. That's it. Bigger step, that's it, yeah. Good. That's it. Okay, so then the whole thing is really about expression. All these techniques come for the point of the expression and variety. So just try to use metronome so that you're consistent. And then once you get the whole thing a little bit up in level, then you're trying to express a story in the contrast.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
But good, you've done some good work. I mean, this is pretty recent. We didn't get really to the end of the Mozart until more recently, so it's come together pretty quickly. So keep going with that. That's good. Are you doing piano too?
Not MMTA.
Oh, okay. Something else? MPNA?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think piano is gonna be tight.
The schedule?
Yeah.